Hello, I'm Katie Lightfoot from RADA Business, and I work with leaders on the leading role. Leaders are forever in the spotlight, having to be many things to many people. Working in this way demands considerable resilience and agility. This resilience only lies within our bodies and requires that we connect with our physical intelligence. Our ability to rally our teams, to reassure stakeholders, simply put, to affect other people, requires that we connect not just with our mind, but with our physical being as well. RADA's legacy of world-leading performance means that we take an embodied approach to leadership. Applying the skills and techniques that our acting students master to perform at the highest level, we unite the power of the mind and the body to enable you to become a truly inspirational leader.
As I became a senior leader in the civil service, I had to move away from just relating to a group of 20 or 30 people to dealing with hundreds, then thousands, and then tens of thousands spread out across the country. Connecting with those people became a massively important skill. I thought initially I was quite good at it, and then I realized that I wasn't getting through. The week after I'd been on the course, I had to talk to a group of the top 200 civil servants in a large hall. As ever, everything ran over. The time for mine was shortened. And because of this course, I simply walked to the front of the stage, brought in everyone, and just talked them through the points that I wanted them to hear. And the feedback I got was remarkable. It had worked. And one of them said to me, "You looked as though you were the tallest person on that stage, whereas there was someone who was well over 6 foot." I could do this a bit before, but this course helped me to understand just how central it is.
The Leading Role is our flagship leadership programme. It takes place over an intense 3 days, contextualising leadership as an embodied experience, at least as much as it is an intellectual one. We invite you into our world to build an imaginative and physical connection with 4 leadership modes. We push you into an unfamiliar and challenging space, working creatively to understand your preferred leadership mode and how to flex between them with ease. The 3 days are punctuated with creative tasks, stretching the leader you are to discover the leader you could become.
I've spent most of my life in consulting firms, growing and leading teams. It's about ideas, it's about getting people on board, it's about more ideas, it's about execution. And for a lot of people that's overwhelming. And some of the feedback I was getting was, "We can't keep up with you. You put an idea out there, and then you seem to withdraw from the idea and leave us with it." I was getting labelled as somebody who didn't take things seriously, maybe a bit superficial. Am I really going to follow through? Can we really trust this person? So the course allowed me to move out of that slightly over inspirational mode into one which had a little bit more composure. How's that landing with people? How do I then inspire people to take real action?
There are 4 embodied leadership modes. Authoritative leadership enables us to hold our space when under extreme pressure. It's focused in the feet and gives us a solid base to work from. Inspirational leadership comes from our ability to intuit and remain connected to our gut instincts, and here we connect to our centre. Compassionate leadership comes from the heart. It's about being physically open and allowing ourselves to be seen by others. Can we risk being vulnerable? Analytical leadership brings focus, clarity and vision to our leadership, and here we focus on the head and the mind. The leading role helps you explore habitual patterns of behaviour, find new ways to respond, and give you greater choice in how you lead. Our world-leading tutors work closely with you to identify what you need to bring about long-lasting and sustainable behavioural change. We're not here to talk about theory. We're here to give you a real opportunity to practice. We won't make things easy for you. With the help of our skilled role-play actors, we make the experience real. By putting you into familiar situations, we root these 4 leadership modes in your own professional context.
When I talk about the programme with other leaders, most leaders are confident in their leadership ability on the surface. So they've been promoted because they're usually authoritative, they're clear, they have lots of energy, they're decisive. The downside of that is that a lot of leaders struggle to take people with them. Often leaders will talk about things like, well, I'm told I'm not very inspiring, or I'm told when I communicate our new strategy, it looks like I don't care. So when I start to dive into what the course does, I find leaders start to open up and say, actually, I've been in this controlled mode for so long, dictating where we're going, often told what to say by public relations. They're almost not in control of their own narrative.
I got my wider leadership team to do the same course, and we started implementing that. And by opening up, by communicating vulnerabilities and being able to receive those from each other, that was all part of building a more trusting and therefore more effective and diverse organisation.
At RADA, we passionately believe that the only way to learn is by doing. This conviction has been won from over a century of training people to perform at the very highest level. And whilst our acting training builds you towards a final performance, our work in business allows you to access dynamic, resilient, and exceptional performance when you really need it.